Have you ever noticed that people with the least experience seem to have the loudest opinion? Or maybe you find yourself confidently diving into one topic only to later realize how little you actually knew. Welcome to Beyond Alpha, where today we are unraveling the fascinating and sometimes bizarre world of Dunning-Kruger Effect. But before doing so, be sure to be subscribed to the channel, leave a like and share this content to help me grow in the community. And now, let's begin. Let's start with a funny story. Meet McArthur Wheeler, a man who thought it cracked the code for the perfect crime. In 1995, Wheeler decided to rob two banks in broad daylight. But here's the kicker. He believed that smearing lemon juice on his face would make him invisible to security cameras. Why? Because a friend told him that lemon juice can be used as invisible ink. After his arrest, Weaver was baffled, exclaiming, "But I wore the juice." He could not believe lemon juice wasn't working, given that he also tried some tests with the camera beforehand. Unfortunately, he was pointing the camera towards the wrong direction. His confidence was sky high because he didn't realize how little he understood about science, or reality. This bizarre story inspired Dunning-Kruger to investigate how ignorance can lead to overconfidence. Long story short, the Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias discovered in 1999, and it describes how people with limited knowledge or skills in a particular area tend to overestimate their abilities, while experts, on the other hand, tend to underestimate theirs. It is a classic case of you don't know what you don't know. To test their hypothesis, the two psychologists ran a series of experiments, such as surveys and tests. They asked the participant to complete some tests on grammar, logic, and humor, and then rate how well they thought they performed. Here's the thing. Those who scored the lowest consistently overestimated their abilities, thinking they were well above average. Meanwhile, the highest scores often underestimate themselves, believing others perform just as well. This study was a wake-up call, because let us understand that the less we know, the harder it is to recognize our own incompetence. But how this applies on trading and investing? Let's make a couple of examples. Picture Mark, an inspiring stock trader. Mark watched a few YouTube videos, learned about a couple of indicators, and decided he was ready to beat Wall Street. He poured all his savings into a single surefire stock tip, and you guess it, lost half of his money in a snap. Mark's story highlights the peak of the confidence curve, something that we can call as Mount Stupid. This is where overconfidence blinds people to the complexity of the field they are stepping in. Now let's talk about Gordon, a seasoned financial analyst with over a decade of experience. Despite his expertise, Gordon hesitates to share his insights, often second-guessing his conclusions. Why? Because he's fallen into the valley of despair, where experts underestimate their knowledge because they are keenly aware of what they don't know. So, how do we navigate the Dunning-Kruger effect then? Here are my 3 tips to stay humble and to keep learning. Number 1, stay curious. Assume there is always more to learn, because, frankly speaking, there is. Second, seek feedback. Invite constructive criticism from experts to challenge your perspective. Contrarian thinking here is definitely a plus. Third, embrace growth, because remember, competence and confidence build with experience, and it is absolutely fine to start small. Just to wrap up, whether you are just a beginner learning the ropes or a pro questioning your skills, the Dunning-Kruger effect touches us all. The key is to stay self-aware and never stop growing, learning from our own mistakes. Because bear in mind that life, as well as investing, are learning by doing processes. We reached the end of the video. Thanks for watching Beyond Alpha. Before leaving us, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and share this content to grow the community together. Share your thoughts in the comments and let's keep the conversation going. See you in the next one. Cheers!